Hey everybody, it's Lisa from Shabby Road Studio. Welcome back to my channel. Today is another upcycling video and we are going to do a feminine flannel shirt tunic for fall. I picked this one. It seemed like the best size and I like the color. So what we're going to do is take this flannel shirt and we're going to be cutting into it in several places. We're going to cut, I never know how much you can see, we're going to cut some openings up the front, on the side, and in the back. So there's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different places we're going to cut this shirt. I'm going to fill in some of that space with some lace. And we're going to put, I'm going to cut the bottom, I think I'm going to cut the bottom of this straight first so that I can add a ruffle on the bottom of this cotton fabric. So I think that'll match okay. So all right, let's get started. Let's get this stuff out of our way. Hope everybody can see and everybody can hear. So I keep getting, well, not keep, but every once in a while somebody will say they can't hear me. And I know that when I'm in the upcycling room, the phone is way up over my head so that you can see more, because that's what people were asking about, being able to see better. So if it's up there, you might not hear me as well, but you can see. So I don't know, take the good with the bad, I guess. Okay, what I want to do is cut this. Cut the bottom hem, bottom of the shirt. I have to cut even. So I have to shake this shirt down a little bit to get this. So let me ask you a question. Do you guys feel like I don't edit enough out of my videos? Do you think I leave too much dead space in there? Because I did have a comment yesterday from a lady who watches my videos, and she said I leave too much dead space. I need to edit more. So I want your opinion. Leave it in the comments below. Do I edit enough? Should I chop out more of my video? Because I just, you know, I don't know that I would have anything left if I took anything more out. I usually start cutting and stop the video. When I do things repetitive, I usually do it once so you can see me and then I stop. So I'm kind of curious as to what part I could possibly cut out that would still leave a cohesive video for you to watch. So let me know in the comments what you think. I'd appreciate it. All right, let me cut this bottom straight across. Or what I like to say, close to straight. As close as possible. I just moved it and cut it twice. Yep, cut it twice. Alright, that's better. Okay. Now, so keeping it as straight as possible, I want to about the 6th, about maybe not that far, maybe 9 inches up. Now we have to take one layer only. We don't want to cut the back, just the front. Just right there. Okay, so there's about, somewhere right about in here. And again, I just want one layer. Oops. go up the side about the same amount, about 9 inches. Doesn't have to be exact, just roughly. So we're getting kind of the same look in the front and on the sides. The back will be higher, but I'm trying to do the front and the sides roughly about the same height. So roughly about right there. Okay. All right. And then the back, we're going up this stripe, which is nice because the flannel shirts have stripes sometimes, and it's easy to make a straight cut following that stripe. Okay, we have all of our cuts made. Let's flip this around. I am going to cut off these pockets like I always do. Let's leave the flap. Maybe we'll utilize that flap, but I definitely want the pockets gone. Okay. Now those will fray, and that'll be cool. Okay. We need is a piece of our lace to go in each one of these triangles. That's only one piece. This is only one piece. Well, let's see. What I'm doing is I like to put the lace or whatever fabric I'm putting in that panel that I cut out. I like to stick it under here and kind of get an idea of how it's going to look, if I can. But remember, we're also going to go around this bottom with a ruffle of cotton. So I guess the edge of this doesn't really matter. Get this as straight as I can. Okay. Can you see what I'm doing? I hope so. So I have stuck this lace. It's hard to get it straight. I stuck this lace under this triangle. That's where I want it kind of to be. This is the part where I would want that down a little bit. That's better. This is the part where I just kind of pin the flannel to this piece of lace. Got 2 pins. Oh, that one's a... Some of these pins have a really teeny tiny head on them. You can't even see it. I'm just going to pin right around this triangle. And it makes it really easy to sew around this with your machine. And I always do zigzag. I just like the way it looks. Okay. So that will go there. Now when I flip this up, I don't need all of this lace dragging around to the sewing machine. So I can just cut off a piece that I need, and not drag the rest of it over there. I won't need all of this, but I'll cut it down once I've sewn it on. So I'm gonna go sew this on and I'll be right back. Okay, you guys, I'm back from sewing this on. So as you can see, I sewed up and down with the zigzag, and then if you open this up, here is all the excess. So now I just go in with my scissors, cut it down. There. That's what it looks like on the inside. But the important thing is what it looks like on the outside. And I think that's super cute. Okay, so I'm basically going to be doing the same thing over here. And on the sides and on the back. But I won't have enough of the same kind of lace, but it'll be lace. So it doesn't matter if it's the same. It's just that there's a lace in each panel. So now I guess I would take this, lay this out first. I'll show you this one more time, and then I'm going to do the rest off camera on my own so that there's no repetition or, you know, boring details here. Just looking at finding a spot. And we want to make sure that we're opening, that our opening is the same amount as the other one. Like, we don't want this one, you know, wider. You can do it wider, but you just make sure you do the same on each one so that it's, you know, doesn't look stupid. That's basically, you don't want it to look stupid. This is tricky, trying to lay this out and get it in a spot that, because, you know, this is going to be cut off because there's going to be that ruffle of cotton on the bottom. So if you want to just take your measuring tape, kind of get an idea, 3, 4, 3, 4. It's about the same right there. Okay, now I'm just going to start pinning this triangle on. There we go. Now, at this point, I could just kind of trim up around this so that I don't have so much bulk to sew with the machine. Okay, I am going to go sew this little triangle on, and I will be back. Okay, I'm back from the sewing machine. Now I'm going to cut off the excess around this one on the inside. Okay, now let's look at the front. How cute is that? How cute is that ruffly panel? So I'm just going to trim off this bottom too, because it's going to be in the way of our ruffle. Okay, so now we're going to go to one of the side panels, and we can put in a little bit wider triangle there if we want. I have this big lace tablecloth that we can use. I can actually just chop a piece of this off. And then I can get the rest of this out of my way. Put our lace underneath. Bring our shirt back down. And just pick a spot, any spot. Okay, we don't need these tags in here. That's just going to be in our way. So I always cut those off. All we care about is that we have enough of our width and that the length will be too long right here, but we're going to cut that off anyway because we're coming around with that ruffle. So this looks like about the right amount to me. So I'm going to come in again with some of my pins. Okay, I'm going to go sew this and I'll be right back. I'm back from sewing this panel on, and we're just going to flip it over and do the same. I'm going to cut around it and trim off the excess. There we go. Flip this back around. I am just going to curve this piece. There. So that ruffle that we put on at the end will have a straight place to go. So now let's go to the other side panel. You know me. Okay. Now, let's find us a nice panel. So that can come down here. I think right about there should work. I'm just going to pin this on. Okay, I'm going to go sew this on and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back from sewing that one. I'm just going to quickly cut off the excess. There we go. And now we have our second side panel. And I'm just going to, again, trim. That one's not as long. There we go. Just trimming that up. Now, our only one left is our back triangle. And that one's a big one. And that will determine how poofy our shirt gets. So I can have it open. So let me do that really quick. Yeah. Oops. Too far. Oh, that's gonna look cool. We just want this part to be long enough because we're gonna cut it straight across. Oh, that's pretty. I could go over more and get more of this pattern here, which would be fine. Okay, I'm liking this. I'm liking this spot right here. I hope you can see it. I'm trying to work and also keep it so you can see it as well. I think I'm just gonna go as wide as I can go without it being weird. So, yeah, I think that is a nice panel for this. So, let's get pinning. do need to cut as much of this off as possible. We have a lot of tablecloth left. Okay, now I'm gonna go and sew this panel in, and I'll be back. Okay, I'm back from sewing the back panel. We're gonna cut this off. Let's just start it here. Okay, now let's turn it back around the right way. And again, I'm just going to trim it off at the bottom. Oops. Go. Just like that. So as you can see, that looks pretty cute. All right, so now what we need to do is make our ruffle for the bottom. Okay, so I need to get all of this lace out of my way. We're going to just, I'm not going to double this up or anything. I'm just going to basically tear strips of a certain width. I'm going to tear strips and sew them together so I have enough to go around the bottom of this in a slightly gathered ruffle. So I'm going to put this on the mannequin. I'm going to see how long I want it, measure it so that I can start ripping strips of the cotton, and then I'll be back from sewing on the ruffle along the bottom of this shirt. And it's so cute, you guys. I really love the way this blue, kind of a chambray kind of fabric goes with this shirt, and it just added that extra feminine touch on the bottom. So this went from just a boy's flannel to a girl's feminine fall tunic. So hopefully you can see it. Ooh, good to check and make sure I don't have any pins left. Love the lace inset panels, and I love this frilly bottom. I did not connect. I just took like panels of this fabric and gathered it, sewed it on, and then where it ended I just started again. So we have these open flappy, just so cute. So at this point in the video, this is where I usually tell you that I'm going to be bleaching this, and again I'm going to be bleaching this because flannel, most flannels take bleach very well, and I am assuming this cotton down here is going to take bleach very well. And I just love the way it looks. It's grungy, it's artsy, it really sets my projects apart from just sewing pieces together. And so I will be taking this outside now to do my bleach process on it, and people keep asking me how I do it, and I have shown it in one video. I just take a squeeze, a spray bottle, and I put my bleach in there, and I just hang this up on a hanger, and I just spray the areas that I want to get, and then turn it around and spray the areas on the back, and I just kind of turn it back to see if everything is bleaching the way I want it. If I need a little bit more in an area, I'll add that. But yeah, that's basically how I do it. Oh, I know, I was going to put something around the collar. I thought maybe, let me see. I thought I would do maybe some pieces of lace on the collar. So I think I will do that before I take it out and bleach it. So if there's anything else, I was thinking maybe just adding some pieces. I don't really have a small piece of this because this is all big. Maybe a piece of the cotton and a piece of the lace on these flaps. That's why I left them. So I'll probably do that before I bleach it. But then when you see me next, I will come back after the bleaching and washing, and we'll show you what it looks like. And then after that, you'll see pictures on the mannequin and stuff, like always. So, all right, I will see you when I'm done. Okay, everybody, I'm back. It got bleached. It went through the washing machine, and look at this. Just look how adorable this is. So the pockets are fraying nicely around where I cut out the pockets. Everything took well. The bleach obviously took well on the flannel. I was a little worried about the bottom ruffle because it wasn't taking very fast. In fact, it hit it and it almost looked black. I was like, what is going on? But then as time went on, it just turned beautifully. So I couldn't be more happy with this adorable, feminine, frilly flannel shirt for fall, flannel tunic, whatever you want to call it. Let's turn it over so you can see the back. Just love it. Look at that. Guys, it's so yummy. I love the way bleach does on flannel. So pretty. So now I guess I'm just going to do some pictures on the mannequin and then post and list this in my Etsy shop. So thanks for hanging out again. I'll see you on the next video. Bye.